The drive was so long, the tight end almost blacked out on the field. That's right, Cole Kmet admitted he was on autopilot after the 8th play, but he never stopped grinding. In a game where the Chicago Bears flexed their full power against the Dallas Cowboys, this moment said it all: grit, discipline, and a will to win. With Caleb Williams shining and Kmet stepping into a bigger role, the fan base is starting to dream big. Can he carry the load if rookie Loveland can't go? Stick around, hit that like button, drop a comment, and make sure you're subscribed to follow this exciting run from the Bears. Cole Kmet became the emotional and physical symbol of the Chicago Bears' Week 3 victory over the Dallas Cowboys, a game that didn't just show the scoreboard dominance, but also revealed the mental and physical transformation of this roster. That transformation was crystallized during one incredible 19-play, nearly 10-minute drive in the third quarter, where Kmet not only held up but pushed his body to the limit in what was, by all accounts, the most grueling offensive series of the franchise's modern history. Let's get one thing straight: Caleb Williams was phenomenal. He threw for nearly 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, played clean, decisive football, and once again showcased why the Bears made him the centerpiece of this new era. But while Williams dazzled on the stat sheet, it was Cole Kmet who epitomized the physical sacrifice required to build a championship-caliber offense. During that third-quarter drive, a marathon 76-yard sequence that drained 9:54 off the clock, Kmet fought through a wave of exhaustion that pushed him right to the edge. "I'm not kidding, I think I blacked out after play number 8, Kmet said post-game. And he wasn't exaggerating. The heat, the muggy conditions, the relentless pace, it all came together in a test of endurance that only a few tight ends in this league can survive, let alone thrive in." From the Bears' perspective, that drive wasn't just about time of possession or field position. It was a statement. A franchise record drive in terms of duration and number of plays. It served as a real-time display of how this team is evolving under Shane Waldron's offensive vision. On 4th down, deep in the red zone, Williams delivered a strike to DJ Moore, a gutsy call, perfectly executed. But that moment only happened because players like Kmet did the dirty work, setting edges, picking up blitzes, chipping defensive ends, and giving Williams the time he needed to operate. What's important to highlight is that Kmet wasn't just a body on the field. Even in the later stages of that drive, while clearly fatigued, he remained an essential part of the blocking scheme and a security blanket for Williams. That kind of toughness doesn't show up in the box score. But for anyone watching closely, coaches, scouts, front office, it was impossible to miss. These are the kind of moments that define leaders inside a locker room. There's also a very real strategic angle here that shouldn't be overlooked. With first-round rookie Colston Loveland leaving the game due to a hip injury, and his status for Week 4 against the Raiders still up in the air, Kmet's role is about to become even more significant. Loveland had a strong start to the game, including a chunk play early that set the tone, but once he went out, it was Kmet who shouldered the load. And now, with potential instability in the tight end depth chart, expect the Bears to rely more heavily on Kmet not only as a blocker but as a primary target in the passing game. This could change the shape of the offensive play calling. We've seen Waldron adjust quickly against Dallas. The play selection on that 19-play drive showed a clear shift toward run-heavy sequences, with tight ends asked to help create lanes and slow down the Cowboys' aggressive front seven. But with Kmet now potentially stepping into an even larger role, especially if Loveland is out or limited, we may see a tilt toward intermediate routes, tight end isolations, and 2 tight end sets where Kmet is the primary mismatch. What's also worth pointing out is how the Bears' offensive identity is taking shape, and Kmet is central to that. This isn't just a finesse team anymore. They're physical, they're deliberate, and they're capable of wearing defenses down, which is exactly what they did to Dallas. On that third-quarter drive, the Cowboys' defense broke not because of one big play, but because the Bears made them defend every blade of grass every second on the clock. Kmet was key in that process. He blocked on the perimeter, stayed in on max protect packages, and still found enough juice to run routes when needed. Even Caleb Williams admitted after the game that the drive pushed him to the edge. "It was tiring," he said. "I was hoping we'd just throw and score, but we ran it well and eventually found a strike. It was awesome." That tells you everything. When your rookie quarterback, a player used to high-tempo, high-output offense, is begging for the drive to end, you know it was a grind. And yet the offense stayed locked in, patient, and cohesive. Now as we look ahead to Week 4, there are questions. Will Loveland be available? How will the Bears adapt if he's not? And is Kmet physically ready to take on an expanded role, just 1 week removed from being pushed to physical exhaustion? Based on what we saw Sunday, I'd say yes. His conditioning, preparation, and football IQ have all taken a clear step forward. This isn't the same Cole Kmet from 2 years ago. He's stronger, smarter, and more integral to the success of this offense than ever before. In closing, that 19-play drive was more than just a statistical anomaly. It was a blueprint, a demonstration of what this Bears team wants to be: mentally tough, physically dominant, and capable of imposing its will. And Cole Kmet was right at the heart of it. His performance may not have gone viral, but for those inside Hollis Hall, it sent a clear message. This tight end is built for the long haul and he's ready for whatever the next challenge brings. What do you think, Bears fans? Is Cole Kmet finally being recognized as one of the core leaders of this offense? Should the Bears shift more of the passing game through him if Loveland isn't 100%? Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment and a like to help the channel grow, and keep following for quick and in-depth analysis.